Welcome to Zen Fits. It's a beautiful Saturday here in Blackstone, Virginia, the center of my world, but then you too are the center of your world. So the title of today's talk, which just came on me as I was walking in my house, was I Have No Grievances. I have no grievances. Wow. Let's look at that. What does that mean? What is a grievance? Well, first of all, the word is grieve, which means loss. I grieve for the loss of something. So a grievance would be a grieving for the loss of something. So a grievance would be, I lost something in the past, and I'm grieving for it. So what does that mean? I lost something in the past, and I'm grieving. So if I have a grievance and I give it a form or a story, well, let's start out with let's dig down like your mind is a landfill. So let's dig down below the stuff that's on the surface that has names and forms. You know, if you go to a landfill and there's a cup and there's a stuffed animal and there's all these things, they're all named, you know what they are, but then you might pick up something and say, what the hell is this? You see, kind of like when you go in your great aunt's attic and you find stuff that were used 100 years ago that you have no idea what they're for, you know, but because life conditions have changed and they're no longer useful. So you throw it out. But if you were still using it and somebody threw it out, you might have a grievance. Oh, they threw out my thing, you know. Why did they do that? You know, I still want it, so I'm grieving for the loss of my thing, you see. But if it has no use, there's no grievance, right? You get that? If it has no use, you haven't lost anything. So a grievance, if we're holding it, is obviously has a use. Otherwise, we would throw it out. You know, like, what is this crap? Throw it out, you see. Why hold on to something that has no use? So we hold on to a grievance because it has a use. So we need to ask, well, what is the use of a grievance? I mean, somebody, something in the past hurt me, some political event, some person, some experience, some parent, some memory, some pain I'm still grieving over, you see. Well, I'm picking it up and I'm holding it. I'm trying. It's kind of like a sticky pad. It's kind of like chewing gum. You know, a piece of paper with chewing gum and you stick in it and you keep shaking it and you can't. The more you shake it, you see, the more you can't get rid of it. You know, the tar baby in the Uncle Remus stories with the rabbit, Brer Rabbit, and the bear and the fox. You know that story? Well, it's a great story. It's a great metaphor. Because the bear and the fox wanted to catch Brer Rabbit to eat him. How can they catch this rabbit, you see? So they figured out, well, we will create a trap for Brer Rabbit's pride. So they created a tar rabbit. And so Brer Rabbit came hopping along and he says, how you doing? And the tar baby didn't say anything. And the rabbit said, what? You don't respond to me? You don't respect me? What's wrong with you? The rabbit didn't say anything. Why aren't you responding to me? Are you ignoring me? Are you not recognizing me as an important person? I'll smack you. And he smacks the tar baby. And he gets stuck. So I'll smack you again. He smacks him again. And now both ends. I'll kick you. And he kicks him. And he kicks him again. He kicks him. And now Brer Rabbit is totally stuck to the tar baby. And the bear and the fox come out and they say, we finally caught you. We're going to roast you. We're going to cook you. We're going to eat you. And Brer Rabbit says, oh, go ahead, eat me and roast me. Cut me up in little beats. But don't throw me into the briar patch. Oh, said Brer Fox and Brer Bear. The briar patch, he really fears the briar patch. He doesn't even fear being roasted and cut up It's the briar patch he fears. So we better throw him in the briar patch. So they throw Brer Rabbit in the briar patch. And guess what? Brer Rabbit uses the briars to get unstuck from the tar baby. And he goes hopping off, you see. That's a great story, isn't it? There's a double sting there. The fox and the bear caught Brer Rabbit by his pride, and Brer Rabbit caught the bear and the fox by their, what did they catch him by? But anyway, their stupidity. You see, but anyway, both got caught. Brer Rabbit used the thorn to get rid of the thorn. So the moral of the story is that you use grievance to get rid. Obviously, if you got a grievance, something's burning you. You got a tar baby. You keep throwing that grievance away, and it keeps coming back. It's like a yo-yo. You throw it away, and it comes back, and it burns. It hurts. You want to get rid of it. You know, you find all different ways of trying to get rid of it. Try giving it to other people. You make a movie about it. You write about it. You name it. Throw darts at it, all kinds of stuff. You bury it, it comes back like a zombie. You can't get rid of it, it keeps coming back. Why? What's the string that holds it, you see? We need to look at what is the string? What is the tar paper? What is the tar baby that makes me stuck to a grievance? That's what I want to know. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm curious about. What is this tar baby that I can't get rid of, you see? And how do I get rid of grievances, which are painful? Why would I want pain? Why would I choose to hold thorns, you see? Why would I do that, you see? So everybody's got them. So obviously nobody knows how to get rid of them. Everybody's got a grievance. Politics is full of grievance. Trump voters are full of grievance. Everybody's full of grievance, you see. They're grieving about some loss. Something died, something wound in the past that doesn't heal. So a grievance is a wound that won't heal. The grievance is a wound that won't heal. And this is a spiritual problem now, because the lance in the side of Jesus was the wound that won't heal. And the Holy Grail and the Arthurian romances is about the wound that the Holy Grail heals the wound that won't heal. Even Indiana Jones was about the Holy Grail and the wound that won't heal, and the quest, the search for that which heals the wound that won't heal. So what I'm saying in this little Zen fit is that the grievance that we cling to is the wound that won't heal. Given the fact that a grievance hurts, you see. That's why we keep bringing it back up again. It's kind of like a hairball. The cat coughs up the hairball. But you listen to the cat, it takes a little coughing to get that thing up, that sucker up. I mean, it's really a big, you've ever seen them. I mean, but they get it up. In Zen, there's the saying that Zen is a hot iron ball that we swallow, and it gets stuck in the throat, and you can't swallow it, and you can't cough it up. So it just burns there. So what I'm looking at right now, and this is in fit, is that the grievance is the hairball. The grievance is the white iron ball that we can't cough or swallow. Throw up, you see. But is that true? The cat can get rid of a hairball. Why can't I get rid of a grievance? So how do I do that? How do I get rid of a grievance? Well, let me tell you how I do it. Now, when I get, a grievance is a feeling. First, it's a feeling of being hurt. It's a feeling of loss. It's a grievance. It's a death. Something died. I lost something. I've been watching the marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and I'm starting to talk with a Jewish accent. I lost something. So the grievance, you see, is a loss. I'm grieving for it, but I can't stop grieving. I keep coughing it up to grieve some more, as if I could get rid of it by more grieving. I didn't grieve enough. If you grieve more, you'll get rid of it. I'll try. I'll grieve more. I'll keep bringing it up. I'll keep coughing it up, you see. Keep coughing it up. But I never get rid of it. It keeps coming back. So how do you get rid of it? Well, very briefly, we just have another minute or two. Let's start out with the grievance begins. We first notice it as a feeling, an unpleasant feeling, little hurt, little unpleasant feeling. What happens next? We connect that feeling to the story of the past. Oh, that person did that. I remember when that happened. So I connect the feeling, which is now. The feeling is now. The feeling is me. It's my feeling. I connect that feeling to something that happened in the past. It could be something personal. It could be something historical. A people have a grievance. Southerners have a grievance about the Civil War. Oh, we lost the war. I'm still grieving. You see. So even some Christians still grieve about the loss of Jesus. Oh, they took Jesus away. You see. So you can have collective grievance or a personal grievance. But the grievance is the same. Something we can't let go of. And then we make the grievance the center of my life. It becomes my grievance, then becomes my God. I worship it. It becomes the center around which I orbit. It becomes my focal point. Everything relates to my grievance, you see. It becomes very big. The bigger it is, the harder it is to let go, because now I'm defined by my grievance, you see. I'm identified, defined, conditioned by my grievance, you see. But let's dig down through the landfill. Go down, 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 down. And we find that at the base, it's just a feeling. And immediately, like an automatic pilot, immediately, without thinking, without planning, conditioning, it's automatic. The story comes on and it says, and my grievance is lodged on the sticky pad, on the tar baby of my story. And the story's in the past. The story could be yesterday, could be a few minutes ago, 1,000 years ago, 400 years ago. It could be the story of a people. It could be my personal story. But whatever, it's in the past. And where is the past? Is it in the past or is the past now? If we really look, we'll notice that the past is now. Now, I'm now thinking about the past. So the source of the past is now. I am the past when I think of it. The past doesn't exist. You can't go out there and see the past walking around. It doesn't exist. Where is it? I don't know. If I think about it, oh, there it is, but it's here, you see. So I create the past, I create the story, I remember the story, and I attach the pain of now to the story. Now I'm stuck in it because the past doesn't exist, but yet it's there in my mind, and the past holds the pain now. But what I don't see is that I am the past and I am the pain. I'm both of them. But I don't believe I'm the past. I believe the past, somebody else did the past to me, and the pain is what they did to me. So I've kind of like abstracted myself out of the whole situation, you see. And so I'm stuck. I can't get rid of the feeling of pain now because I've attached it to my memory. And I believe the memory was caused to me by somebody else, you see. I don't even believe the memory is me. So I've kind of like made a fail-safe situation here where I've created the past, attached the present feeling to it, and then I don't identify with either one of them. So naturally I hurt. So naturally I can't get rid of this thing because I've wounded myself. I'm the wound that cannot heal. I'm the wound that finds no healing, you see, because I don't know that I'm wounding myself. If I see that I'm wounding myself, I stop it. If you pick up a thorn and you say, ouch, oh shit, I picked up a thorn, you put down the thorn. You don't keep squeezing it. If you put your hand on a hot plate, you don't say, oh, something's burning. Wonder what it is. Oh, look, my hand's on a hot plate. Oh, should I take it off or not? We don't do that. We say, oh, shit. The seeing is the taking the hand off the hot plate. The seeing that I'm wounding myself ends the wounding. Pop, that's it. When I see that I'm stabbing myself, I stop it. Thanks for dropping into my Zen Fit today. I hope you have a Zen Fit. They're really fun.